I can ever track down whatever YouTuber it was that told me this was the stuff I needed to make cells show up, I'm gonna link them in my comments section to give them credit where credit is due. But in truth, by now I've watched 10 billion of these. They make it look easy. It's not. This is like my 5th or 6th try, but man, I finally got it to happen. I'm so excited. Yeah, thanks guys for bearing with my very unprofessional setup here. I wasn't even sure I was going to film this because I just wasn't sure it was going to actually happen. Let's even get in closer. Whoa. That stuff is magic. That coconut hair oil stuff is magic. Look at that. I used to not be able to get any of these cells to happen. Now that I know I can actually do this, that's not white up there, by the way, that's shine. That's how shiny it is. Now that I know that I'm actually capable of doing this, I'll try to make a more in-depth tutorial that isn't just I got a very intuitive artist, and there isn't really any precise method to my madness. They weren't lying when they said you had to practice this a few times to get the consistency right, but whoa. I am very, very happy with this. So, they was actually going to have this go on another canvas of paint, but you walk across the ground here. This one came out so successfully as well that I didn't want to add any color. I really liked the black and white, so I'm going to leave it alone. That stuff is magic. I should have been mixing that into my pours from the get-go. Do yourselves a favor if you've been watching like 10 billion of these videos like me, and you've decided you want to try it for yourself, just do yourself a favor and get the oil that I showed you and just mix it in there. You can add a couple of drops to it to whatever pouring medium you're already using. Miracle is right. I wish this stuff was a little bit cheaper, but it does work as is advertised, as you can plainly see. It will make cells form. This is the other pouring medium that I used here. That was just something I found at Hobby Lobby. Was lucky enough to grab it. It was the last one on the shelf, but this has worked out marvelously. So if you're thinking of doing this and you want to see what some of my first ones looked like, see, it's a very overcast day, so I'm struggling with lighting here. It's not the best lit settings. This one over here, I guess it's not terrible, but you can tell that it is not, it's just not as good. That was the first one I ever did. And still drying over here. Still drying over here is the second one that I ever tried to seriously make. I mean, it's not terrible. You can see that I got a little bit better from here to there, but it's still not the marbled texture I would have had. This over here, I screamed out loud when I flipped the cup. This was what I was trying to achieve. I'm so glad I got there. So, oh God, I'm gushing about this, but it feels so good when you try to learn a new medium. And after the first 3 or 4 duds, it just finally happens. So proud. Look how shiny that is. That's going to dry beautifully. Leave this one over here. So yep, this is me still learning how to do this, but I'm sure there are much more refined techniques, but I'm not complaining about this for a start. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. I'm still a small channel, growing slowly but surely. I also do resin crafts, and I do illustration. If you like what you've seen so far, give me a thumbs up. And if there's something you'd like to see me work on, or like to see me make a tutorial on, just drop it in the comments.